Hey, welcome back gamers to GamerGuide channel. I am Rollin and we're going to be visiting Wraulings today for some more Banished and see if we can get through years 11 through 15 without totally wiping out our residents. And when we left off last time, I remember we were getting a little scarce on some resources. I think we were doing okay on food. Well, let's go ahead and slow down. We'll just take a quick pause in time and refresh our memories here. We were doing okay on food, not great. Winstony, the builder, had just died though. Okay, that's not too good. We don't have anybody to replace him. So no one building. We do have 4 people on farming, 3 on fishing. I have to put someone on labor. Let's see, stonecutters, we have 2. Got all our other services are kind of covered. Herbalist, I'm going to pull one off there, and we'll put someone on building again. And let's see here. One of the things I noticed, I guess we'll go ahead and take this off pause, is that we are getting low on resources right near our town. So one thing we could do is extend out our road and head over these little creeks here on either side, as we got just a ton of stone and iron on either side here to be harvested, along with a lot of extra trees. So even though we have a lot of buildings already waiting to be built, like this town center needs to be built, the tavern, and then we have a bunch of stuff down here to the south too. What do we have? A little field stockpile area, another barn, a couple more houses, and a woodcutter place to kind of get us built back up. And one thing I noticed too is we were getting pretty low on firewood. So let's see, what is our woodcutter doing? Forester woodcutter, okay, 2 for 1. We really need more people cutting wood too. Now we are in spring. We're only farming 2 of the fields, and I guess the other guys are here on the trees. So I feel like we're doing okay on food. We got 1,000, we have a little bit of harvest, and we got our fishers and everything working for us too. But let's go ahead and let's set up right now a road with a bridge here. In fact, let's put the bridge down first. I want it to cross here like that. One there, and I also like a road out here going to the east. Right about there, and then we'll do a bridge again. And we get those down, we got a lot more resources right near town that we can get. Do have our foresters working at replanting trees, which is good. Let's see, what is our birth rate looking like? We have 4 and 6 right now, 28 people total in the village. Now we had a death and we don't have our graveyard built yet, so that's going to cause a little bit of unhappiness, though we are still 5 stars right now, so I guess we're doing pretty good. Alright, we can speed this up a little bit, or this will be a really long episode. Let's go to 5x. We're in late spring now, in year 11. Just kind of seeing what's going on. We do have people collecting and gardening and all that kind of good stuff. Getting ahead of the curve again on wood. And what is this guy doing? Who are you? Citizen. I wish I had their names on there. I know we had a couple people we take note of last time, but that was really, I think, our first death we've had, isn't it? I don't remember anybody else dying besides Winstony. Okay, hospital's doing fine, no patients. Really, that's only useful when there's an outbreak of some kind of plague or something, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Alright, that was kind of weird there with the market information going across the way. Now I'm still on the plan of producing a lot of beer, and so we do have 1 tavern. We don't have our second up yet, so we need to get more fields down here too. But we do have room down here for bigger fields, and I'm thinking about using that area in the middle for some larger farms. In fact, while I got it in mind, let's go ahead and place it down, just get a plot going. And let's see, we do have a barn down here at the very end, storage barn, so that wouldn't be bad to have like a southern field. Stockpile, and I like having fields pretty near our barns, so why don't we do a field way down here, and that would also kind of prevent any disasters from taking us out. So let's see, we will do a crop field, and let's do the biggest crop field we can possibly do. Let's see, there's a house there though, so that one really should be behind it. So we'll leave a little space. Let's see, what is it going to be? 14 by 14, is it? Or 15 by 15. I think it's 15 by 15 if I remember right. Yep. Okay, so we'll have a big wheat field right behind this barn when we eventually get down that way. Got a couple of you heading in that direction. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit more. Let's go to 10x now. We're going to get through summer. Oh, we have a trader. Fantastic. Okay. What does he bring for us today? He has onions and pears. Great. And we could trade some of our beer off for that. Let's do that. That's 40. Now we have, let's see. I would like pretty much all of that. So we'll go with the pears first. 320 worth of that stuff. So let's do 140 of that, and let's see, that's equivalent right there. We'll go ahead and trade. And let's see, we do have cherries, pretty good amount. Fish we can get pretty much all year round. So I'm going to trade off a little bit of my fish for more of the pears. Now let's see what he's got on his inventory. He's got a bunch of other foods we could probably use in the future, but I think that is probably going to be fine for now. Cherries. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of some of the cherries too. We don't need, we are good on them, so let's go ahead and we'll trade all those for onions if we can. 193, can we just go ahead and change the quantity here? It'd be really nice if we could. No, okay, we'll just do 180 for 180. Oh, we can. Okay, great. So 193. Cool, 193. Keep it simple. There we go, and trade. Let's see, 53 at once. Let's do 53, and yes, 53. And that's all I can do. So we'll send him on his way. Okay, we are now getting into, let's see, it's summer. We're still in summer. We're already harvesting up these wheat fields though, so that's good. We're going to have an early stockpile of food, and our farmers will be able to harvest these a little sooner. I'm going to go and turn these off as soon as the fields are cropped or cut, so they can go help out on the cherry tree farms. Are you done? Alright, no more working this. Go help out over there. Okay, good. We got a pretty good amount of trees going in. As soon as autumn hits, we're going to set people onto building. Whoops, didn't mean to pause it. And what are we producing here? We got iron coming in. How are we doing on our tools? Yeah, we're lacking resources here. We need logs. That's kind of what we're short on. Probably need more people on labor. We do have 27 food. I think that's pretty good. I'm pausing it real quick so I can figure out what to take away here. We're going to take a guy away from gathering, put him on labor, and a guy away from hunting. Stone house. What do we got here? Stone house, hunting cabin. And let's just check on what they're getting. Current season, 16 leather and 560 venison. That's a lot of deer. Okay, it looks like they're harvesting cherries, and just in time for the first frost. Did that guy just pass us, or is that the same boat? Thought we just missed him. Alright, let's take everybody off farming now. And we'll put them on building and gathering. We could actually put someone else back on fishing, just to kind of make sure we don't run out of food over the winter. We're already down to 2,000, and what is it, late autumn? We haven't even gotten into winter yet. 15, wow. What happened there? I guess we're restocking our stockpile here. That wasn't so good. I think I'm going to go ahead and lower our inventory count for right now. Let's go ahead and just keep 100 fish. Put some of this back out there. Let's go ahead and put it back. 200 of our cherries. And everything else is fine for right now. Just don't need to be depleted on food. So they should bring that back to the market here, and that will boost our food back up to not scary dropping levels. Because we went from 27 to 16 real fast. Okay, good, we're going back up. 22. That's better. Okay. Now we could get someone else to do the stone. I'm not sure how much that's inhibiting us. I know we're going to need stone for our bridges. And how far along are we here? 24% on the town center. As soon as we get the town center done, I really like to make that a priority. If we get that done, then we can get more people and quicker. And we're trying to get to 300 if you guys are just joining us for the first time here, or and just keep our town from dying. So if we get to 300, the series will be over, and we will have quote-unquote won. Because there's not really an end to this game, it just keeps going and going, and I guess you could probably make a small super city here if you wanted to. But I think 300 is a good stopping spot. Now it looks like we're having a problem here with... don't I have a woodcutter? Yes, I do. But we're having a problem with basically all our wood going to construction and not enough to firewood. So I'm hoping that this doesn't kill anybody. Though it could. We could have some freezing to death. Yeah, we got 2 places now. That's not too good. 3 places now. Okay. We need trees. Alright, so what I'm going to do is clear cut some area. I'm going to have to. Let's go ahead and take out some trees here. And let's make that priority. So we're going to take someone off fishing, and we're going to take someone off stone cutting, because freezing to death is no good. Got to pretty much flood the market with wood. We're good on food, but we're not good on keeping warm. We also need to get our tailor back to making clothes on the regular. That means more leather. Okay, did we already clear cut that whole thing? No, we're still doing some. Let's go ahead and get this out of here too. All right, I'm happy to see that the freezing temperatures have at least gone away. There's no snow on the ground. Alright, let's go ahead and take out these trees and these trees. Alright, early spring. I do got to get people back on farming so we don't starve to death, but we are doing okay. So I think this year we're just going to go for this and beans. And let's see, we'll go ahead and work our fields, or work our cherry trees, of course. But I don't think we're going to work as much wheat, so we're not going to work... Well, we probably should work 1 more wheat. So we need 5 farmers. And let's see, we don't have anybody on that. Do we have 2 on these? Yes, just 1. Just 1. That's all we need. Okay, I thought we enabled that, but maybe not. Just 1 there. Just 1 there. Just 1 on everything. That should kind of maximize our yield for food. Let's see, we do have 4 people working up here on getting the wood, so that should get our chopper going again. We got 8, good. So at least we have some kind of thing happening here and cutting wood. And let's just peek down here real quick. Any new developments? Yes, we have somebody come turn this into an actual field, so that's great, but we need to get this up, otherwise the barn, without a barn, it's just somebody walking for miles to deliver wheat near harvest time. So until the barn happens, I want to keep that disabled. But we'll go ahead and make this barn a priority. Oh, am I doing this wrong? Let's see. Increase priority. There we go. Alright, somebody died of old age. Another person has replaced. Okay, so Lessica, interesting name. Sorry, Lessica. Thanks for your help, though, for all your 15 or 10 years, I guess, what, 12 years of hard work. Alright, so we do have our stockpile up here, herbalist. Pretty good supply of wood there, but it's going to take a while to get down to the chopper. We could put another wood chopper up here, I suppose. Start a little town area up here, actually. No, I don't really need to do that. Let's go ahead and unbuild that. Remove roads. Could use dirt. Dirt is just fine and a whole lot cheaper than stone. Okay, let's see. We have the barn up here. We could do another field, large field up on top. Would probably be a good idea. Or we could do an orchard. No, let's do another crop. Like I said, we are going for hordes and hordes of wheat for lots and lots of beer. That's how we're going to end up getting all our other crops. We could eventually switch these out to those other crop types too when we get there. We need a couple spread out strategic places for these kinds of things. Just in case some kind of natural disaster decides to visit us, like the dreaded tornado, which has killed me before in other games. There we go, chopping all that down. Fantastic. It's kind of encroaching into our area here for our foresters. They're doing their job. And it is looking a lot nicer here again with a little bit of trees. Okay. So we haven't actually developed that because we do have our barn ready to go there. Not this year, but next year I think we're going to go for the mega wheat farm and put a couple people on that instead of them on separate fields here. Okay, how are we doing? We have not very many new kids coming in, but we do have 6 students. So that first number is how many adults we have, the second number here is how many students we have, and the other number, well, we just had a new child named Shashini. Shashini. It sounds like somebody with a slur. You know, Shashini. Anyway, so we have 2 kids and some students. But we don't really have enough kids coming in. And see, what I'm afraid of is that we have too few kids, and then our population just dwindles until we can't cover all the things we need to cover. So that's one of the reasons why we got to get this built. We need an influx of new people. So I did make that a priority, but stone is definitely what is setting us back. We might send another person to the pits here. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's put a couple more people on mining, or stone cutting rather. We'll do 3 on stone cutting total. Still got 1 on mining, I think that's fine. We just need our tool supply to stay up to date. We could put someone else on mining. Guess we'll go ahead and do that, just so we have more iron to make more tools. And also for different constructions. So, 2 on mining, 2 laborers. We don't need 2 builders, we'll just go and do 1. Alright, already in late autumn, and looks like these crops are done. Hopefully, yeah, we've got 3,500 food. So we're going to take a couple people off farming, or at least we'll just close these down. Are these already totally? Yes. Okay, no more farmers. You guys take the winter off. And when we come back, we're not going to be doing the small farms here. Small farms for beans is fine, but I want to go ahead and use this one next. Let's go ahead and do this as wheat, and we will work that in the next year. And I'm not going to specify here until we get that barn built what this one is going to be, but it will also be wheat. Okay. let's do some roads here behind to the fields. There we go. So we have roads coming in from both sides. And if we can get this bridge done, that would be fantastic. We also have deer over there. And all kinds of stone. Look at this. Big old mushrooms. We could set a gathering hut up over there and that would just be perfect. Look at all the rock up here. But as long as we have our stone cutting mine, we should be getting some, and our miners camp. Alright, firewood is low. Seems to be a trend, but we're not out, and the fire cutter, the guy, is still working, so that's good. We could go ahead and put another one up here, which may not be a bad idea. In fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. We'll just put it here on the other side of the storage area. Okay, let's see, where is it? Is this it? Woodcutter, yeah. And let's see, how do we turn this thing? I forget. Been playing too many other games. Nope. Let's see, is it this way? No, no. Ah! There we go, that's R. Finally remembered. Okay, so we'll set this up right here. We'll leave a little space between the field and the woodcutter. And what did you bring us today, good sir? It's kind of depleted my trade inventory, but we did get some roots, beans, and chestnuts. Well, I don't really need beans, so we'll forego the beans, but we'll take you up on this. 333. Let's just go ahead and do 200 for 200 of these cherries. And fish, we're good on roots. Yes, we'll trade some beer for roots. How about that? Right. Why don't we do all 40? And 520, so we can do 320 of this. And trade. That'll work. Anything cool? Seeds, yes. We could use some of this. Let's do corn seeds. Pear seeds could be useful. Apple seeds. Just seeds. Bring me seeds, whatever you have. Potato seeds, huh? Wasn't that just potatoes? Didn't know they were called seeds. Did you know you're eating baked potato seeds? Never heard it called that before, but okay. And you're just going to bring that to me next time. Just once, please. Like all those seeds. Get out of here. Dismiss. Alright. Let's get back to this here. What year are we in now? 13? We're a little more than halfway through with the episode here. And we really haven't had a major disaster. I was kind of thinking that something was going to go wrong. But so far, we are good on that. We're a little light on stone. For the stone cutter. Or wood cutter. I think we are going to go 2 full-time wood cutters. Seems like we're going to need it. Another old age death, but Gilbert has stepped up for Whaling. Okay, what do we got here? 3 of the stockpiles where they're dropping off the stone. Still got 4 kids in school. Good. 3 new kids. And we're still only 2 stone here. This is a major problem. We really got to get this done. Let's go, guys. Drop stone off here first. We need to get that town center down so we can get more people. Right now, we've only gained 2. This series will go on for years if we don't get more people than 2 an episode. We need to get to 300, and I know they every time they get a recruitment of new wanderers, it basically doubles every time they come. So, or at least that's what I found in the past. So after 6-7 visits, we'll have a lot of people adding to our village at a time. Much faster than the birth rate. You just risk taking plagues and stuff on when you take some of the wanderers into your village. Now I think we are getting a little bit of wood now from our foresters. And so what I think I'm going to do now is take some of the laborers and put the kind of increase our number of foresters here to 6. And let's see, woodcutters. I want one more builder, and I want more people on stone cutting. Alright, we had a stonecutter die. No good. Okay. You know, here we are in summer, and I've totally neglected wheat. Or farming at all, for that matter. Will we be okay? Yeah, we should be. But I still need to go and get 2 farmers. That was my mistake. It was a major mess up, actually. Here, just thinking about other things or spacing off, and I'm forgetting that we need farmers. So let's go ahead and put them on the crops here, the cherry crops, so we can at least get that done. But we should be able to get through this winter without having too much of a problem, even though we haven't done any farming this year. Oh, we have somebody on this field. That's what's going on. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get enough people there to make it worth our while. So I'm going to go ahead and stop them, have them both work down here on the trees. Is there another field open somewhere? Oh, beans. Nope, not there either. Go to the cherries. It's already happening there. But we do have this growing. As long as you get some cherries, I think we're going to be fine. We are about 3,000, and we only have, what, 8 people total? So with that much food, we should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and increase this, though. We'll have somebody work this field, too. Just because we have a little bit of a harvest going on there. We'll take one of the foresters and make him a farmer. We're going to have to auto-harvest this, otherwise we could run into a problem. No, it's not going to let us, is it? Usually in autumn we're harvesting already. It's not going to let me auto-harvest, but it probably will here, so... Alright, time to make a decision. We're going to go and finish up the trees. Alright, well, that might have not been the best decision overall, because it looks like we are kind of low on food. So I'm going to have to increase our number of fishermen. And our number of hunters. Probably take one on foresting and put them on gathering. So I just need to kind of supplement what I'm doing here for food for year 14. At least through the winter here. So that's going to kind of hurt our progress here in year 14. But it was my dumbass for not, and we never did harvest that. For not having farmers do that. I don't think anybody's going to get up there in time. Well, they might get a little of the wheat. Okay. Well, they're not even harvesting. They're still planting in the wintertime. Mess them all up, for sure. Alright, so we'll just have to be on it next season. But with the wheat as it is, we should be good. And we still have about 3,000 food. And it's just midwinter now, so we're in good shape. I'd like to add more buildings and stuff, but we got to finish up the ones we've already started. And stone is still killing us. Any more stone here? No, we're still needing it. Okay, 92, not worried about that. So I think we're going to go ahead and increase our stone cutters again. Take somebody off building, put them on stone cutting. Alright, this was not a very harsh winter. So I already thought we could probably start people early here on farming. Looks like we're doing that. We want someone on beans, someone on the big crops, and one of the cherry farms. Actually, we'll do that. This one, not this one. Okay, and let's see, how many farmers do we want? Yeah, we'll go with 4 and a 4. Let's see what we're going for. Okay, let's power through this. Miner has died. No one available to replace them. And we also need to get that cemetery done. Though I think a lot of our stone has been going there. We have lost half a star here on happiness. I think it's just because we don't have our cemetery done. As soon as that's done, we should be in better shape. Little kids running around here on the cemetery plot. Merchant has arrived. What do you got for us today? Pepper seeds. Right, that is good, but I don't think I have enough stuff to buy it. No. In fact, I don't have anything. Did we lose our tradesman? Did he die and I didn't notice it? No. I guess we just don't have extra stuff. Well, I'd love to buy your pepper seeds, but I can't because I have nothing but ale. And a little fish. I guess it's just we don't have anything he wants. Alright, that's a shame. Later. Meanwhile, up at the giant farm, we do have a pretty good crop going here. Looks like we're going to have that field all the way full. We have 3 people on it. Good. And we should have 1 here on beans and 1 on cherries. That's perfect. Okay. 45, and what are we, still late spring? We're going to be in good shape about by the end of winter, or the end of summer rather. I should get all the way up to about 100. Ah, we have some more houses coming in. Very good. Well, that will help with our population. And we do have 9 kids. That's fantastic. 9 new kids. Not 1 student, though, so the school's going to be a little lonely for that 1 kid. Imagine going to school all by yourself. You know, I didn't grow up in a very big town, but we never had heard of a school with 1 kid. So. Okay, what else do we have? Our herbalist. I don't think we've had anybody there for a while. We haven't really had a need for it. But we should keep a little stockpile of herbs just in case some sickness hits us. And we still have some. So that's good. 110 medicine. A woodcutter has died. Well, drats! Alright, how are we doing our stone here? I guess it's just all being thrown into these houses. All the houses here by the stonecutter's place are built, which doesn't surprise me, as this is kind of becoming our main industry here. Stone is constantly in demand in our little huts. I'll tell you, this looks a lot nicer than I used to, doesn't it? With the foresters on the job. Alright, in the south side of town, we do have 1 person here on the southern part of the foresting range. Yeah, they're both foresters. We got our deer hanging out, just feeling safe, because no one's going to murder them. But little do they know, we're going to be building another hunting lodge to the south here eventually. In fact, I'll go ahead and place one down just because we can. I would like one down there. So, where are you, hunting lodge? I'm so bad, I need to remember what all these little different things are. That's roads and bridges, housing, town services. No? Alright, so I guess this is it. The deer. So what? Why don't we put it right here next to the barn, or the future barn. And we will get ready to murder some deer. There we go. And a little bit of road here in front. Nice. Okay. Well, we certainly paid off doing the large farm. We're up at almost 5,000 food now. Not worried about food as much anymore that we're doing the food on a major scale instead of this little miniature single-man farm stuff. Made a big difference. Alright, so we can go ahead and take our farmers off already. And actually, why don't we go ahead and lock this here. Work that farm. Just because we can. Turn that off. Alright. We're about to hit year 15. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up probably in the winter of 15, since this has been a pretty long episode. Feels like I've been playing for 35, 40 minutes already. I don't know how close I am, but it feels that way. And we are making a little bit of progress here on the south, because I've put enough buildings where they know shit is getting serious. So we'll have a little separate town down here. Then we have our central part of Wraulings, and then our little northern enclave here with the major farm coming in. And the second barn. We have a pretty good amount of storage here. 1,000 wheat. Now I guess we could go and add some of that to our trading center here. Let's go ahead and increase our level of wheat to 300, just so we can buy some different food. And how are we doing on our beer production? Getting there. Should be going to the market. I do want to increase our offerings for beer a little bit, since we're now having major wheat. So let's see, we had 40 barrels. Let's go ahead and go up to we'll go up to 80 barrels now of beer. We'll keep him busy. Ah, check it out. The second tavern is done, though I have no idea why they're building the tavern before they're finishing the town center. Ah, but we do have a little progress here, so that's good. I think having the extra woodcutters has helped a lot. Things seem to be going pretty well, except that we're a little low on wood right now. Or chopped firewood, rather. Now I know if I go ahead and I put 2 people on chopping firewood, that will kind of put that second person on working on getting the firewood cutting facility built. So where is that? Ah, so we don't have a woodcutter. No wonder he died. That would explain why we're low on wood. Or why we're getting things built at least. We don't have firewood. Alright, so we'll put 2 people on wood cutting. We're going to take someone off the building for just a moment. Keep them on labor. Now we need 1 person on building. 1 person on building. Okay, so we're just going to keep the people here on the big farm. As we're getting enough food variety from our extra fishers and hunters and gatherers, they get all those roots and berries and stuff from the forest. If we just mix that with our wheat, we can make just all kinds of different bread, you know? Have like all kinds of fruit and onions up in our bread. Be the people who invented the, what do they call that, fruit cakes? Have you guys ever had those before? It's just like this weird gelatiny of veggies and fruit and stuff like that mixed up in a cake. So I think it does have a little worse rap than it probably deserves, but it certainly is an odd experience if you've ever had fruitcake before. But beer and fruitcake looks like the things we're going to be making here in Wraulings. Alright, let's see. Vanami has replaced Tamia, or Tamaya, I guess, who died from cutting wood. Well, let's see. How are we doing overall, though? I think we still have a little bit of a gain here in our total population, so that's good. We're not losing people. But they are dying, and we don't have a graveyard, so they're less happy. We've lost a star of happiness since we just have dead bodies laying around. Aha! Another house is going in. Cool. So this will be, I guess, the... there we go, firewood. Perfect. Ah, we had a bunch of deaths here. Look at this. Jack in the Forston has died. August, the stonecutter, has died. A bunch of old people. This is kind of what I was worried about. A bunch of old people dying all at once and leaving just us with a town full of kids. So we need to get this done. How are we doing here? We're going to have a good harvest on this. Now let's bring us up way over where we were before on food. So at this rate, I'm not really as worried about dying until a disaster comes or if a bad disease or something gets us. I'm a little bit more worried about just running out of people, honestly. If you guys have any comments or suggestions on what we can do to get this going besides building that darn town center? For some reason, they're not making it a priority. They're like building everything else, and I'm like, hey, build this. Let's make it priority one more time. So if you have any other tips outside of that that might help us increase our population quicker, let me know in the comments below. I'm certainly not an expert on this game. Still learning, but we seem to be holding our own. We're not getting owned in the face. By starvation, at least. And I think our plan for beer is coming along well. Actually, we could go ahead and put 2 people on taverns now, and we'll be increasing our brewers a little bit as we go. 2. Let's take one of the gatherers and we'll make him a brewer. We can offer more beer in the market and then eventually buy more seeds. Okay, we got a couple new students. Cool. Ashley, or Ashley, and Phila. Lots of new students. Alright, so at least the teacher will have a little more interesting time than just teaching that one poor kid. Right. We have harvested up our fields. We're up at about 4,000, and we have a trader coming to town. What will this trader have? What did you bring us today, trader? Cattle! Ooh, that would be really good, but he doesn't want anything we have. You bastard! Can we rob him? We jump on the trader's boat and take him hostage and steal his cows. No? Alright, well, bring that again, because we want cattle and chickens and sheep. In fact, we could go and set up a pen for that. Where would be a good place for a pen? Maybe right here south of the cemetery? We would like you to come back with those cows. My friends! But for now, you are dismissed. And we will cry without our cows. And we'll eat our fruitcake and drink our beer. But that's it, guys. We have gotten through another 5 years without getting killed. So that's fantastic. And some of the things that I thought were going to be just absolutely disastrous have actually not been as big of an issue because of our mine and our stone cutting kind of taking over where we were just gathering resources before. But we do have a little bit more area here to the left and right, so we can expand out in years 16 through 20. But enough of that, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you're new here. And yes, there will be more Robocraft videos coming. I know you guys, a lot of you are here for the Robocraft videos, but I just like taking a break, and it's a lazy Sunday afternoon. I just felt like playing a different game. I'm also going to be trying out Trove, and you'll probably be seeing a game with myself and perhaps Rosefall playing Trove later in the week, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, what's going on with my keys here? I'm being forced up for some reason. Alright, guys, let's stop it here. I'm going to save it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later!